Hello, guys. It is, I was gonna say the morning. The morning, guys. It is the morning. It is not the morning. It's 12:20 on my timer. So, today we are going to be talking about confidence. And I've stemmed off this before that you need confidence. Trying to speak of how the world perceives confidence in a person. Let's get into it. How does the world perceive confidence? Let's explain. There's all different types of confidence. There's confidence with yourself, there's confidence in what you do, everything. You're supposed to have it all. You're supposed to, better to have it all. You know what I mean? But how does the world really view confidence? If we think about it and we talk to people, people are unhealed. The people that are healed, that understand the journey, I know what you're gonna say. Not everybody thinks like that, but the majority of society will perceive you like this if you have confidence. And this is something people need to understand, to know, and to understand that that's the projection of themselves onto you. Doesn't mean has anything to do with who you are as a person. And I'm going to explain more about this. Why am I saying this? When we are with a friend group, let's put a friend group into this, and you're trying to make new friends, let's say that, trying to meet new people, you got the confidence, you finally broke out of that tendency of being shy, being complacent in life. You decide, I'm going to take action for my life and put confidence, show that I'm here, You got to that point, right? Everybody around you is looking at you like, who does she think she is? Who does he think he is? Because this is unisex. This is not just for only women. This is a societal thing. That's why a lot of people, and I see on these YouTube things, they talk more just about trying to help women. I'm trying to help everyone, men and women, because they both deserve to understand life and understand the concepts of all these intricate things in life to help them in their mindset on their own journey. So you meet a new person and they seem a little off with you. They seem like how you perceived off, you're getting a weird vibe off of them. They're probably thinking in their heads, like I said, who does she think she is? He, she, why does he think he could outshine us? Why did he think that he's better than us? Why does she think that she's better than any of us? When all you were actually doing was showing up for yourself and showing confidence and showing authenticity of yourself. Being seen with yourself causes a rift in people. Why? Because most people on earth are very confused of themselves. They don't know who they are. They don't have the confidence in it. They have boatloads of insecurities to the top max key. Come at people like that. But people have unhealed insecurities of life. Anything that happened in childhood, anything that they put on themselves, they will project onto you. If they see somebody with confidence that they don't have, they will tear you down for it. And that's something you need to watch out for. Do not take it so seriously. Do not take the thought process, the mindset, the projections that other people put onto you due to you showing up for yourself onto your own mindset. Don't let it affect your own mindset. That's what I'm trying to say. And I say this with all love. I'm not trying to come at people, but becoming a sense of confidence in yourself, then doesn't matter who you are, who you surround yourself around. Sorry, I'm gonna show you guys. I was gonna show you guys something, but I can't find it. But it doesn't matter who you are, it's shunned upon throughout any men or women. Men get insecure about other men, women get insecure about other women. Sometimes I do believe men, they're more of an insecurity of what a man has. If the man has the woman, the man has this, man has the house, the car, the keys, the money. That's what mostly they get jealous of. Or their style, the fit, the way they dress, like all that. You got style and confidence, you got way more than most men out here. I'm sorry to say that. Boys, if you want to be exact, boys out here. And some men, still to these days, still are not confident within themselves, do not like who they are as a person. So they will project it all onto you. And what am I saying? Being confident takes time. It takes effort to put in for yourself to make you feel confident to go out into the world. It's a mental thing. It's also a physical thing. And people don't want to say that, but they extend upon it. The way you perceive or you look on the outside is how you feel on the inside. So however you want to change to fit, to feel better about yourself, do it. You know what I mean? Don't shy away from it. Even if it's a physical thing, going to the gym, and people are like, oh, you should just accept who you are. No. I'm sorry. No. You shouldn't accept who you are if you're not happy of who you are. If, say, you gained a lot of weight, and this is something that happened to me. I gained significant amount of weight. I still had confidence in myself, but I didn't feel like myself. So I was walking around with confidence out of ego. I was really not happy who I am, and I would go home really thinking that, oh yeah, I got confidence, I'm hot, I'm this, I'm that, but internally, I was dying, because that's not how I looked, but I was trying to put up a wall so I wouldn't have to face the reality of what I was looking at in the mirror. And it took me that point in my understanding of who I was to change my life over and change that I didn't want to be like this. I don't want to overeat all the time. I want to eat consistently. I want to have increments. I want to be able to look in the mirror and be like, that's me. That's who I am. I could be confident because I am confident what I look like now. Like I'm confident because I work for it. I work for that confidence. I work for that self-esteem for myself. And I could say that for myself. That's how I built up my own confidence. By my physical appearance, by my mental instability. This is key. Mental stability. And to have confidence, you need mental stability. And that means taking time for yourself to read a book, to get into, if you're religious, get more into your religion. To look at, I'm going to show you. Here, self-care journal. Do a journal entry a day. That's it. That's all you have to do to build up your mental confidence. So I call it mental confidence, but it's just, it's mental stability, so your mind is stable enough to not be so anxious of anxiety, depressed about yourself. It helps you come back to who you are and who you want to become and who you want to show off into this world. I'm explaining this because confidence, yes, as it's projected out in the society as well too, you could lack your own confidence by society too. And what I mean by that is that society itself, we got a little sidetracked because someone was calling me. Society will break your confidence. If you don't grow it and build it yourself, yeah, you could. I'm going to tell you a part in me. What happened to me, I'm sorry. English work. So when we're in society, I was saying society will put some borders around you. But how does this affect us? If you're an empath or somebody that feels emotions, it's going to trigger you heavily because it's the people around you. They don't see what you see. That's what you think because of how they're acting. But in actuality, it's just jealousy. It's just pure intimidation of who you are to them. And a lot of people don't get this. Once they get to the point where they're healed or they are confident, they feel so down about themselves because they're like, why is the world treating me like this? Am I the problem? Am I the one who's horrible? And is there something wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you. And if you could tell all those people in society to go stick it up their Sorry. Let's get back to it. You could tell society to F off because you don't need them. The only person you need is your confidence, yourself. That's it. You could literally be completely alone and have the most confidence. I believe that because it's happening to me. And I've never felt more confident about myself once I've taken out every single negative person who's told me I was never going to amount to nothing. I was nothing to anybody in life. Mind you, at the same time, these people were praising who I was, saying I was a prodigy, saying I was going to make it. I was going to become something in life. Behind my back, they were thinking this. But in front of me, they were always tearing me down. They were tearing me down and putting me on a different path or trying to get me off my path. And I never understood why. And I had to tell people, and I now understand why. It's due to the confidence. It's due to me lacking my confidence in believing what they're saying, because I had no confidence on my own plan in my own life. So I listened to external forces of society telling me what I should do with my own life, because they broke my confidence enough to be able to get me that vulnerable to listen to them. And at that point, they won. You have just allowed I always say, what the negative energies, the devil, whatever it is, steer you in the wrong direction, steer you into a negative direction, steer you in a different path that you maybe didn't want for yourself. You saw more for yourself. And I say it all stems from society, but it all stems from society projecting onto people because of their confidence, men or women. Women, it's very difficult because women are just, and I don't believe, one thing I say, women and men, they're all gonna be subjected to a sense of negativity. Doesn't matter who you are, what race, what gender, does not matter. It's society, it's this world, it's how it's created, it's how life is thought of. You can't change that. Well, you could by just staying by yourself, but who wants that? Instead, you could just know in your mindset that whatever things say on the outside, do not listen to them. Do not listen to who they are. Do not. Because if you start to listen, you will backtrack on who you are. They will win, I guess you could say, they win the war, or they win the battle, or whatever the hell it is. I think it's more they win the battle, but in actuality, it's not a battle. It's never a battle. The only person they're really battling with is themselves. Internally, their own projections onto you, whatever they say negatively towards you, because you bring this confidence, you bring this type of energy to your friend group, family, relationships, new people, teachers, work, whatever it is. You bring any type of confidence, somebody's going to try to pull you down. Somebody's going to take that and pull you because of their own projections they face with themselves. They are doing this, and they probably could be doing it subconsciously. They don't know what they're doing. Why? Most people are like that in life. They don't know that they are unhealed. Nobody can heal them but themselves. But because they're unhealed, they start to try to not even realize it, start to unheal other people, start to put them down and then they need to heal again. It's a repeating ending cycle, never ending cycle. And that's what I have to say about it. It's a never ending cycle with it. And the only way to break through that is to have the mindset that is best shaped for you. The mindset to know that if you got the confidence and you have the mental strength, you would know that that was just a projection of an unhealed person, that the only thing they knew best to do was to hurt you, to take you off your path, because they probably didn't even start the healing journey or their healing path or anything like that. If you don't start your healing path or healing journey, you internally will literally hurt other people. I do not care what anybody says, what anybody wants to tell me. You do not heal yourself, you're going to unheal and hurt many others on this planet. Subconsciously, consciously, whatever it is, it's still a problem. It's still a thing that people need to understand, that you need to heal. For everybody's sake. For everybody's sake, you need to heal, because you will hurt more people or do more bad than good in this world. And you want to go out like that? You really want to go out like that? And if you do, go ahead. Let me tell you this. Staying like that and putting other people down, I've met people like that. I've met people and I've had friends, close friends for years and years on end that I thought were the best for me. I've had people like that. I had family members like that. I have relationships that wanted to take down my confidence by calling me fat, calling me ugly, calling me every single thing under the sun. Tried to take me, saying I was never gonna make it. My dreams were nothing. Like, you think too much. You think too high of yourself. Look at me standing here now. Those type of people, and I'm gonna tell you, they sent themselves into a spiral of negativity. They went down the most darkest path I've ever seen in my life, seen or heard. And I had to get away from that and everybody, but I was watching it, how they hurt other people and they didn't even realize it. Or some did. Some I definitely think they did, but some just, it was not even a mindset, which made me think that, is this right? Is this how I'm perceived of? If they believe it, the world must believe it. No. Even the key to be able to subject yourself away from people that are unhealed and choose not to heal is by choosing your path to heal and move away with confidence. No. With the understanding of this. That is the right path, I say. That's a path of healing. You will become more aligned within yourself. Does that mean you're going to have every type of friend in the world? Never said that. I said that you're going to become more aligned and more confident and more sane and aware of your own self. Meaning that, yes, it might be a lonely journey, but that is for you to find out. That's for you to do. Do you want to sit on your potential, or do you want to see how far you could take it and you can make it here in this life? Because confidence is what you need everywhere in your life, in your world, in your own world, like with the relationships, friendships, in work life, in school life, in anything that you can, your games, if you play sports or things like that, any of it, you need that confidence. If you do not receive it, you have to receive it for yourself. You have to make it for yourself. That's more what I'm trying to say. I was around people that were unhealed, who I don't even think half the time realize actions that they said against me were diabolical, to the point where I don't even think they realize how serious the words that they said to me cut through me. Or maybe they did. I don't know. But they did it out of insecurity. There was one person, I will always remember this. Always. I was at my lowest of my time. I was there for a friend, hanging out with her. We were hanging out with another one of her friends from work that she wasn't really supposed to be with. Tea on another time. And tell me why. Mind you, I'm keeping the secret that she's not supposed to be with this coworker while we're all chilling. She goes in front of him, and just in front of him, saying that I will never make it. What do you think I'm going to do in life? What am I going to become? All I do, I'm a dropout that works at Sunglass Hut. At that time, I worked at Sunglass Hut. A minimum wage that she's saying all this. You think you're going to make it? You think you're going to be the one to get us out? And I looked at her, excuse me? And then she hyped up one of our other friends that she's like, well, this one, she's doing this. She's going to make it. You over here, what do you have to give? Work at Sunglass Hut, Olivia. I'm like, wow, that shit stung. Told me that I was not gonna make it. My life is I'm a mess. She said I was a wreck. I was honest wreck. She told me that I was never going to succeed in what I did. I'm just a bum ass person working at Sunglass Hut. That was basically her words. That I still remember that. It broke me so hard. Mind you, she said this in front of somebody. Even the guy was like, whoa. And I looked at her like, yeah, it's time to go. It's time to go. No, I'm not dealing with that. And I came back and I said, girl, you work at a gym. You don't go to school. I took a semester off. Doesn't even matter. I should even have said that. Because in that moment, I was angry. And I'm just giving you a story, a backstory about it. But that's just correlates and trying to give you an example of a worldly thing that happened to me that could happen to you. Confidence in people that put you down could be in different ways, all different ways. But this was mine. This was one of mine. I say there's many to go. There's family members as well. But we're giving one example right now. And that was that one. At that time, I was angry and I said that back to her. Now when I came here, like myself here, if I heard that again from her, I would look at her, I would laugh, and I would say, have a nice day. I'm not going to say anything, and that's it. And then two other things I would say after that. You should heal for yourself, because you are just going to hurt everybody around you because you are so insecure of your own life. That's what I wish I said. That I feel like will wake her up a little bit, would have woken her up a little bit faster than what she was doing to me. I was always there for her, very much always there for her. Maybe to the point it was too much, and she never really appreciated it. And I was there for literally my whole life since I was a kid. Me and my family always helped her family out all the time. But like I say, you can't do anything. I've dealt with it. I've had people that were the most deepest to me, closest. So if you ever want to talk about this, I'm always here to talk and have a conversation about it. There's a lot of books. I'm going to tell you also one book to learn to help you understand the confidence in yourself. I always say these books, but he's by Robert Greene. The Human Laws of Nature. That's right. I had to think of it for a second. The Human Laws of Nature. Look it up. Once you look that book up, read it. Read the damn book. And second, work on yourself. Work on being okay with who you are. Being sane with who you are. Realizing that the outer world will always have an opinion. But that does not mean that it has to be your own way of thinking. Your own way of thinking for yourself. There is no need in this world to backtrack because of what somebody else says. Because it's like high school. Think of it like high school. Someone says something mean to you, you get upset, or you don't get upset, whatever the hell it is. It's the same thing. But now you're thinking of it in a different perspective. That they are the unhealed ones projecting onto you and your confidence due to the fact of you being able to heal, and they just probably never took the time out to heal for themselves. Or took in the time to regain that confidence that you have spent the time, spent the work on healing yourself. See it like that. And if that's not enough, I want to speak about therapy right now. It will help you regain that confidence into yourself. If you tell your therapist, this is what I want to work on. This world is tough. And if you're going through it alone, you're not alone. You could get them online. Say if you can't afford one. I get it. Trust me, I get it. Do what I did. I have my books on me. They're in that suitcase right there. But write. Journal it all down. Journal whatever you feel, what you want to build for yourself. This book, Self-Care, it helped me as well too on my healing journey, confidence journey. There's a lot of things to understand about life and society, but the one thing you need to understand is that once you go through this life, don't look back at what other people say. Do not take it into a state of mind. Once you got your purpose in your life and you're going with your healing and you're going down that good path, do not fuck it up for an unhealed person. Do not say fuck it up, but like, do not listen to somebody, and I don't want to say they're lower than you, but who has done less work than what you have put in for yourself. Okay? Now, I'm not saying put this person on a pedestal, because that's how we got here in the first place in society, is putting everybody on a fucking pedestal, and that's why we all have these problems. Sorry, but to look at them to understand that they need to learn. They still need to heal. They need to redirect everything of their mindset. That's what you could say. That's what you could offer to them. And I'll see you guys in the next. Bye.